There is no mistaking when Ezra is in a room. He has never been one to shrink into a corner, to wilt, or to hide. Whether discussing sports, North Korean politics, or just entertaining friends, he is a force. And that force has propelled him from a curious fledgling writer and thinker into a confident student ready to take flight. Ezra has a strong desire to know. He came to every class, every day, full of questions and hypotheses. The sparks in his mind during discussions are almost visible, as his classmates' questions and ideas open up new pathways of thinking and learning for him. Ezra also has a strong desire to grow. He does not just accept feedback, he seeks it out, works to truly understand it and to use it to make his reading deeper, his writing clearer, and his thinking sharper. When faced with the challenge of electrifying a dollhouse, he did not balk. He planned, he studied, and when he failed, he regrouped and tried again until he figured it out. Ezra's desire to grow is not contained within the walls of the classroom, nor does it come from a restless spirit. Instead, Ezra is someone who deeply values home in its various forms. That irrepressible force of his emanates from a strong sense of belonging. He derives strength and sustenance from the safe and the familiar. It is in the embrace of his Akiba family that he strapped on roller skates for the first time and ventured out onto the smooth floor of the roller rink. It was in the warmth of an Akiba classroom that Ezra wrote his first Shakespearean couplets and sang a solo of the Meiosis song at the top of his lungs. Where others might balk at being in the Friday Jeans Club with his teachers, Ezra celebrated it. Knowing his home allows Ezra to step outside of his comfort zone and to dip his toes into the unknown. Well, here he is now, faced with a very big unknown, poised to take a big risk. And I know that Ezra is ready. He is ready to leave this home knowing it will always be here for him, and to start the adventure of creating a new one.
When my parents graduated college, the writer and columnist George Will spoke, quoting him, "The four most important words you can say on an occasion like this are, I will be brief. First, I'd like to thank all the teachers I have had in my 9 years at Akiba who have shaped me as a student and as a person. So, thank you, Ms. Franken, Mrs. Cole, Mr. Salk, Mrs. Groover, Mrs. Shinazi, Ms. Essie, Maura Huva, Rabbi Cohn, Ms. Levine, Mrs. Bassa, More Dorit, More Shlomit, Mr. Marcus, Mr. Essie, Mrs. Gold, Mrs. Brackman, Dara, Mr. Castle, Mr. Amiel, Coach Lee, Coach Moss, Dr. Jones, and Ms. Roden. I'd also like to give a very special thank you to Ms. Chip and Ms. Rothfeld for writing my introduction. I learned so much from both of you about being a good student and becoming a better writer. I'd like to thank my grandparents for passing on the importance of our Jewish heritage from generation to generation. And Mom and Dad, I want to thank you for two reasons. First, you gave me the opportunity to get a Jewish education at Akiba, which is a very special place. Second, thank you for supporting me, helping me become a better student and encouraging me to do my best. 9 years ago, I started kindergarten at Akiba. Though I don't recall much from my first year, I do remember that rest time was one of my favorite parts of kindergarten. I'm not sure why we got rid of that in grade school. Nap in the afternoon is always nice. Beyond the ability to take a nap, I have developed the skills as a learner that I know will help me be a good student in the future. In first and second grade with Mr. Salk, the most important thing I learned was how to manage all of my work. Mr. Salk called it new work and old work. That helped me develop the ability to manage my own work and set priorities. Third grade with Ms. Essie was one of my favorite years because we learned about Chicago's history and architecture. One of my favorite memories is the field trip when we got to visit the buildings that we researched. In addition, Ms. Essie worked with me to help me improve my reading skills and make sure to read for key details. That ended up being very beneficial come middle school. In 7th grade, I had a new class, Humanities. It was a very challenging class, but Ms. Chipman taught me to always put forth my best effort. She guided me through the revision process for my essays and taught me that putting forth your best effort was more important than just spending a lot of time on something. It was about continuing to work and improve something. In science class, Ms. Rothfeld, she taught me the importance of good note-taking skills and more importantly, she challenged and showed me how to be a more independent learner. This year in Hebrew with more to read, she taught me it was not about being the best student, but being the best student I could be. Beyond the skills and knowledge I gained as a student, what I remember and appreciate most about my time at Akiba is my growth as a person. One way I've grown as a person is by becoming a better advocate. I learned about advocacy when my classmates and I were fundraising for our class trip to Israel. We came together to develop ideas so we would all be able to go to Israel. Equally as important, I learned self-advocacy as I went through the process of which high school I decided to go to. During this experience, I was able to make appointments and meet with Ms. Cass and Ms. Waitsman. They were always a great help, but I learned that if I wanted their help, it was up to me to set up an appointment. I've also grown as a leader in my time at Akiba, especially by being on the Akiba basketball team. I have worked hard as a leader on the team while always putting forth my best effort, encouraging my teammates to do the same, and always having fun. Most importantly, I have grown as a friend. After second grade, two of my closest friends, Jacob Kirstein and Jonah Claflin, moved away. I learned that just because people move away doesn't mean you can't be friends anymore. We are still friends to this day. I have created many special friendships at Akiba. With some of my friends, we love to talk about sports. With other friends, we just like to be ourselves, have fun, and make each other laugh. I have learned to appreciate my friends for who they are. I have also learned to be a good buddy in our buddy program. One year, I didn't really connect with my buddy, and I knew that when I was older, I never wanted my buddy to feel that way. So, for the past 2 years, I have made sure to always connect with my buddies. One way I have done that this year is during Kiva Atmosphere. I helped my first grade buddy Sam Madutni with his classwork, kind of like being a teacher's aide. While the last few months have been difficult at times for my classmates and me, I will always look back and cherish my time at Akiba. I have grown as a student, as a person, and as a friend. Though we have already left Akiba physically, I know that Akiba will always be a part of me wherever I go and whatever I do. Thank you.